No, this is
song about that.
this is Sting. This nigga says, every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Every single day, every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see you belong to me? My poor heart aches, and with every step you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you. This nigga sound like a crazy ex-nigga.
Yeah, but he's not saying enough other shit.
Yeah.
It's
What
not
do you
enough other shit. It's just like,
It's-
hi, what's up?
it's
My
I'm
name's
watching.
Reedo Brown. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
So, I be working, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And then I be like chilling, playing out, but I'm crazy. It's like, wait, what?
My nigga, I'm getting the underlying theme here.
I get it, you're watching. What else?
And it's like, that song, that's the one that's like, every day. Yeah, that
I never liked that song. I didn't like it when they did it, and I didn't like it when Diddy and them remade it. And people love that song, but
That's
I
true.
hated that.
I wonder if Sting approved of
I'll
it.
be missing
He
you.
definitely had to.
No, I think they had to pay for that because I don't think they got clearance. I remember something about them having to pay like way after the fact.
That whole era pissed off classic artists. That whole era of like hip hop sampling, they're just like, I never knew about that. Like I remember Shaka Khan. This is a little after, but Shaka Khan was talking about Through the Wire. Did you see that interview? She was just like, "Man, that shit was trash."
Wow.
Yeah, because I guess Kanye asked her like, "Can I sample you?" But she didn't know Kanye's style of it being pitched up and sped, and so she said she heard it and it was like, she was like, "This is awful." She said
I
that
love Through the
recently.
Wire. I ain't gonna
Right?
hold you. I loved it.
Well, yeah, I did. Everybody did. And I think I loved it because I didn't know Shaka Khan's original song.
I didn't either.
I didn't know it enough
You didn't
to
analyze
be like,
it?
oh, you broke it down. I just heard Kanye's style, and then the way he mixed it was insane. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
see, that's what I heard Shaka Khan's original version. I grew up on that type of music, but I liked the new flip on it. I thought it was dope. Shit,
It's
I mean,
super dope.
I was a Kanye fan already, so
And even though it was pitched up, it's still like musical.
yeah.
But it's funny, like the top comment under that interview was unpopular opinion. Legends be like unappreciative as shit, and that's low key. Like music legends be like up their own ass 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, but what if in 20 years, right, they made granddad jokes? And it was just like your shit, but it's literally
They're making shit now.
different. Like, yeah, like I think like as a creator, I feel her.
Yeah.
As a creator, I feel her, but it's the times. You
It's
know
the
what I mean?
times,
It's
yeah.
exactly what's going on now. So if like,
And it's music, which
yeah,
is different.
I think it's completely different. But I mean, she probably put her heart and soul into it.
I was just
so,
gonna say, like,
yeah.
it took so much for the black voice to get out back then, and then as long as Shaka had it, you know what I mean? Like, she was the representation for a whole voice of people, you know what I mean? Like, people looked at, so I think she thought that maybe she looked at it as like, he didn't take it seriously, and he took something that meant a lot to me. This song meant a lot to me, and he just sped it up, so people didn't even know. But it's because of that song a lot of people also did know Shaka Khan, because
Right.
producers went back, younger
Discovered
producers
her.
went back, checked out the music and stuff like that.
Right.
It's like Luther Vandross. A lot of Luther songs were covers. A lot of his music were covers.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Luther does not have a whole lot of original material.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't know
A
that.
lot of it was covers, but he made it his own when he did it. Like I forgot what song it is, but it was like a white group did it, and I went back and listened to it. I was like, yeah, Luther did it way better.
Same with a lot of the like that same era with like Christmas specials and Christmas albums and stuff like that. That ain't their shit, but like
No, I think that with the Christmas songs though, there's a whole list of Christmas songs that you can literally remake and do
Oh,
your
because it's
own.
old, yeah.
and you can
public domain.
Yeah, the public domain Christmas songs. So I think like the people like jumping it out. I don't know as much as music as like they do, but I think there's like certain songs you can actually do that to, right?
Yeah.
that you could just
Public
remake.
domain ones, yeah.
it's gotta
but-
be hella old though. Like
Yeah.
hella old.
Really? Is it
Yeah.
a certain amount of years or something?
Yeah, it's like a year at a time. The copyright times out after a certain amount of years.
Was it like 86 years or something?
I don't know.
Because
Mickey
it
Mouse
was
recently
Mickey
came
Mouse,
out.
but they like Disney changed the game with the copyright.
What is
Like they made it so like no one can, like Mickey Mouse would never be public domain. They created a new law, so like back in the day, like Humpty Dumpty and shit, you could use those images after a certain amount of years. But Walt Disney went back and changed the game and created a new copyright. It's like, nah, fam, this is always gonna be Disney's. Nobody can ever use it without.
I mean, imagine if Disney slipped and forgot, and then some random nigga bought Mickey Mouse for like $100,000. That shit would be.
If I bought Mickey Mouse, I'm putting that nigga to work. That nigga, I'm putting Mickey to work. It's like, yo, he's gonna be the only cartoon for a while. He's gonna be right here, like, yo,
In
this
the
Mickey
pocket.
Mouse.
And ran
Fucking Mickey Mouse, nigga.
on a podcast.
Just
That's
here,
hilarious.
fucking y'all would be like, yo, what the Mickey
nigga
Mouse?
is
Nigga, I
Mickey
just
Mouse.
bought this bitch ass nigga. He be doing the weirdest shit. Take the weak ass shows
Nigga
off.
drop a whole Netflix
Put these
standard.
jabos on, nigga.
the Jabos.
Put these jabos on,
the
nigga.
straps, nigga?
Sit down, nigga.
They read them.
Yo, it's crazy that you can actually do shit like that. Like, it's crazy that you can make something and somebody's like, all right, man, in a couple years, man, if you don't come back here and sign up for it, I'm gonna take it.
Take your shit.
It's like, wow, bro.
You gotta
Like,
re-sign up for the shit that you made.
Imagine all the niggas that like hopped on like social media and like just the internet in general and stole like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all of like took the name. So the actual companies had to pay them out or just wait it out.
That's true.
The same thing with
people are
domain
doing that
names.
with
Yeah.
websites. Yep.
no, they do with websites, at names, all that shit. Like, it's weird that people. I think one story I heard it was Michael Blackson that somebody had his name, and Mike was like, hit the dude up and was like, yo, you know, I want to get my name. Can I buy it off you? And the dude was like, nah, man, this page too good for me. I want to keep it. It's like, what?
I'm Michael Blackson.
Yeah, it's like,
What was he doing with it?
posting Michael Blackson stuff?
Can't you? You can't do anything about that?
I mean, what can you do? You put that as a fan page. You know what I mean?
Damn. And he's making money off it?
No, he probably wasn't making money, but it was just like, nah,
Yeah,
it matter.
it's
I want
fun.
to keep it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Speaking
Yeah.
of that, Batch recently had his page attacked when somebody hacked it and shit. Like,
Instagram?
his Instagram was hacked for like maybe like 12 hours, 14 hours.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a scary thought to like build something up for so long. Like, your followers. How many followers you have now?
Like 790 or something like that.
Like, to build something up that long and put
Niggas
so
like,
much
yoink.
time and effort in, and somebody just take it. Like, what would you be willing to do for that?
Yo, it's all right. If you asked me that question a year ago, I'd go crazy for it. Like, it's just like, nah, now I need my account back. But now, I'd look at it like, all right, bet, let's game on. Let's do it again, because the way the world works is fast. It literally takes 6 months for you to lock into something and do it, and everybody gonna fuck with it. So I would look at that now as a whole challenge to be like, yeah, because like when I did it, when I built up my Facebook, building up my face, that like growing again, it's a whole different feel. Like, that's where we get our hunger from.
Yeah,
as social media people. Once you start seeing moving, you're like, oh, they like this. All right, let me create this. Let me create that. So I think I would like that drive again.
What platform has been the slowest growing for you? For me, it's Twitter. Twitter, I'm like, do y'all like me yet?
I know, right? Like,
Do you like me? Tweeting?
I think it's too late for Twitter though. I think Twitter was before like Instagram. It got its core people, and now they're just like, everybody's like
Just locked in.
yeah, locked in. Even with Instagram, I think Instagram kind of slowed down now. You know what I mean? Where people are like, all right, we like who we like. We're just everybody just commenting. You know what I mean? Hardest for me, I would have to say YouTube, dog.
Oh,
because YouTube content is with
There's no thread.
yeah, with Instagram, it's like, all right, it's 15 seconds, the cutoff. Then it was like, it's a minute, there's the cutoff. With YouTube, it's just like, and I'm like, yo, there's people posting 2-hour stuff.
Yeah.
There's people posting 3-minute stuff. And to me, as much as I like to do stuff, I'm like, yo, I want to make 2-hour stuff. I want to make 3-hour stuff.
Yeah.
I see people going live for 24 hours.
That shit's crazy.
who's doing
Yeah,
that?
it was some dude. He had like a 24-hour live, and he was
Doing
like
what?
everything.
He's just walking around.
Just like bullshitting. And I'm like, oh, that's insane, dog.
Yeah.
People donating and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Just talking to people
yeah.
like that. To me, that's too much fun. I'd love to do that again.
Wow.
Love to do that.
YouTube is fun. I think that switching over to YouTube and seeing that you have, like you said, a platform to do whatever you want, it's literally like, it's like having a TV channel. It literally is. It's just there's too many TV channels.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get people to look at yours.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
That's actually a good segue. We wanted to ask you a few questions, man.
let's do it.
You mentioned as a creator, you would like that to have that drive again and to like push you. So like,
Yeah.
where did it start? Like, how did you start making videos?
I did a Vine one day. I was doing comedy. Like my Twitter was cool. You know, I would just talk on there, being a comic. And then I seen people doing Vines, and I was like, yo, let me make a Vine. And I made a Vine, I posted it, and this one girl was like, yo, this is the worst Vine I've ever seen.
I wasn't expecting
That was
that.
the first comment. It was literally the first and only.
Do you remember the
comment.
joke?
It was a video where you're talking to a guy with a cross eye.
Yeah.
And like I was playing the guy with the cross eye too, and I was playing myself, and I was just talking. I'm looking at this nigga eye, like, and I was making the cross eye face, and it wasn't funny. It was just like me trying shit, you know what I mean? And she was like, "Yo, this is bad." And I watched it again, and I'm like, "Nah, it's not bad. It's just terribly delivered. It's literally my first joke." You know what I mean? So I sat back, and instead of me like polishing that up, I just tried different stuff. You know what I mean? And it was like, it doesn't work. 6 seconds is too short for me.
Yeah.
Literally too short. So I did I come to LA, you know what I mean? I'm still doing comedy, still doing stand up. I meet Mike from Dormtainment at a party out in Boston. We did a club together. And I'm like, yo, I got these sketches I do, but I don't write. You know what I mean? I got some ideas, I'll pitch them to you and shit. I was like, all right, cool. He gives me his email. I send him one. He's like, this is all right, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, damn, I gotta send him my best. I was like, I have to send him my best now. So I had the video that we shot with him. It was trapped under the bed. I was like, I got this video where this dude's at a girl house and they like talking, and then she's like, yo, my boyfriend coming home. And she's like, you gotta hide. So he hide under the bed. But when he go under the bed, there's another nigga under the bed. And he's been hiding there since the last time.
Oh, is that
Yeah, the Dormtainment joint. Oh yeah, we did it for ADD.
It was part of the 6, yeah.
Yeah, that was actually the first episode of the 6. So that was, I sent them the idea for that, and I still wasn't a writer or nothing. Mike calls me with the whole Dormtainment crew laughing, like, yo, bro, when you come to LA, let's shoot that. Sat down, wrote it, shot it. And when it was like, all right, we're about to drop it, it was right around the time Instagram started making 15-second videos. So they're like, yo, we're dropping it. The first episode is going to be on Sunday. So I called Nate Jackson. I was like, yo, they're dropping this video with Dormtainment. It's going to get views. Starting Monday, I'm doing a video a day. Starting Monday. I was like, every day, I was like, I got to keep juggling this.
Yeah.
The next day, I started doing videos. I think it maybe took me like a week, and I did a video with Tony Baker. The first you said that video.
Yeah.
Out of here.
That was
Nigga.
right after the 6?
Yeah, right after.
You started doing videos with the 6?
Yeah, that was my first. That was my first. The first thing. That was the first everything. YouTube, all that shit. That was my first.
Damn.
Video. So,
It was on from that point.
Nigga, on.
That shit was
No.
dope.
Yeah, this shit was fun, man. Like I didn't to even work with them. You know what I mean? For that to be my first time meeting them.
And then fuck with you that have it and respect, because I've heard of some undercut niggas that like take niggas' ideas and shit like that.
Yeah.
So the fact that they honored their word and work with you says a lot about them.
Yeah, and they already had the series with y'all.
Yeah.
So the fact that they brought that episode in, they made it their first episode of the, and I was like, damn,
I love that series.
I'm like, is that good? Like I'm thinking to myself,
Yeah.
I'm like, is that good? Because you know how we looked at Dormtainment when we first started. It's like, nigga, these niggas is insane.
Yeah.
King. They were the
Yeah,
kings.
they're insane. When I was first, used to watch the internet every Sunday, 7 o'clock, nigga.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I got
Dormtainment
late.
drop every
I got
Sunday,
on
7
late.
o'clock. It was like, yo, they're going crazy.
Right.
Yeah, so to be able to meet them, do that, they respect my work, I was like, oh, this is unfair, bro.
One of my favorite videos of them was like when you spend the night over somebody's house, but you got to sleep on the couch. And like, I don't know who it was on the couch, but they was on the couch. They just kind of like looking at the camera.
Oh,
and then the camera catches everybody coming
in
in.
the background.
The background, they have a party, nigga vacuum and all of that
perfect,
shit.
right?
Oh my god!
You see,
It was
that one?
genius.
So
It
it
was
was
genius.
literally, I think it's like 4 minutes of
Nigga.
perfection.
It was
In
so
4 minutes, it's like, yo, the timing crazy.
Oh my god, it was so good.
like
dog.
that. That's what I used to watch stuff like that and be like, oh, I suck.
Oh nigga, it's
I used to
hard.
be like, oh, I'm trash. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like that, as much as like I love doing it.
Yeah.
I used to watch people like that. Like we watch video. Like I don't know if y'all do it, but I'll watch a video and it'd be so bad. I'd be like, oh shit, I didn't breathe for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I literally just did not breathe for you just like, you're like, yo. You're like, I'm about to go in the water real quick. So you watch your videos on the water.
Oh,
no, that happens a lot. I'm just like,
it's just
it
like,
reaches the end. It's usually that little gunshot sound. It's like,
and then it goes black.
yeah, like nigga, that was ass.
Man,
it's tough. It's tough, but to watch them, like I when I started, I was watching them heavy. To watch who else, like King Batchet, Day Storm, and the whole crew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like yo, these people do it right, bro.
Yeah.
They do it right. So I came in at a real good era and a real good time when people really wanted to do it and they accepted it, like what I did. So the fact that like everybody's doing that and I'm just like, oh, I can say nigga.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all know there ain't no guidelines around this motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm about to shoot a bitch on the 4th floor. She's gonna die. And this is gonna be funny.
She gonna die.
It's gonna be funny. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh man.
So yeah.
Let me ask you this before I get to the next question. Are you in a relationship with anyone that will affect how much you can say?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, you got great numbers.
Yeah.
You lost the weight. Nice looking guy.
Yeah.
How has the caliber of women changed since
Oh yeah, it's dumb.
Oh yeah?
It's dumb. It's not. I be like, yo, you really want to do that? I be like, you really? You're so funny. I'm like, all right, let me stop talking.
He just goes into every situation with hesitance.
Yeah, for me, it's I like, all right, for the way the era is right now. I just rather have fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like go out. I love going on dates, having fun. Being in a relationship is tough because I know how far I want to go.
Yeah.
And I know, like,
You want to be selfish right now.
Not even that. Like every man want to be married and laid up. You know what I mean? So if the one girl that looks fine says the right shit, she be like, you know, I just want to stay in bed today. You know what? You're right. I ain't going to the podcast today. Hey, yo, Pat, I ain't gonna make it, man. Something came
true.
up. It happens.
A female will make you
lose
lose ambition, low key.
like hell, and there's nothing wrong with it because you do enjoy her company.
Yeah.
I just don't want a female that makes me do that right now. You know what I mean? So yeah,
There's
like,
nothing wrong with being selfish while you're chasing your dreams.
At all.
You just have to be open and honest with that about the person that may be taking interest in you. But niggas be like, well, I don't want to fuck up my pussy and all that. Bruh, it's pussy everywhere. And you're going to get better pussy when you become more successful.
Yeah.
But I do understand the duality of that. It's like having somebody before you make it versus after you make it, because then you have to question if that person is fucking with you for the right reason.
I just automatically be like, nah, they ain't.
Yeah. You don't trust them?
Same.
None of that. You can't tell me shit.
You don't love me, bitch. You love my numbers.
I know. Not even the numbers. It's just you love the fact that I give off this good energy.
Yeah.
I'm confident about myself. I'm happy, and I get that. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to kick it and all that. But my whole thing is like, don't lie to me.
Right.
Don't lie to me.
That
because
part.
we pay attention to once you're happy, once you're having fun, we know what you're saying. We know what you're doing. And if you lie to me, I have to either at that point be like, yo, you a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Or trick myself and now I'm in a relationship.
Yeah. That's true. How many times have you butt?
Whoa.
Nah, man, I don't do that.
Okay.
You can't eat butt on the road. Man, you eat butt on the road?
No, I was asking you.
No, but it's not. There's so much
butt on
other
the
stuff
road.
we could have did though.
I mean, it's just a question.
Nah, man, there's so much other stuff we could have did. Not even butt. That shit old, man. That's
Not even
like-
a little bit?
Nah.
Not
man.
even like
butt
button
is
down
old
there, just
now?
take a trip
Yeah, I
real
think
quick?
it's played out now.
Is it?
Yeah, there's too many fake butts to just be eating butt.
That's funny. Wait, does a fake butt taste like what? An Impossible Burger?
It's impossible butts.
That's a fake butt.
what?
Tastes like an
The
Impossible
fuck?
Burger.
It's a Beyond Burger.
Oh, man. That's the soundbite for the episode.
I'm going vegetarian tonight.
Yeah.
That is funny, dog.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it gets weird and crazy on the road, so, you know, you always got to be careful, but, you know, at the same time, you.
Nah,
You know?
you know what it is on the road? When I'm on the road, I like to go on dates with women from the city.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that's been the funnest part to me. Like when it comes to like talking to women, just even going on a date and catching their vibe. You know what I mean, women are really different. You know what I mean? Depending on where they're from. So I'll be in Arizona and I have a homegirl out there. We'll go out to eat. We'll just talk about what the hell going on out here. Like, what the hell your coworkers doing here? Like, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Great conversation for a girl the one I hate when a girl's just like, you know what video I like of yours? It's like, ugh.
Bitch, I know. I made it.
Those are the most awkward dates.
Yo, it is bad because it's just like, I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
The
You're
conversation
just like,
is literally just
That
like,
one,
Yeah.
that was funny. I remember
crazy.
shooting that.
Yeah.
even if sometimes it'd be like, what one?
It's usually that.
That one's funny to you?
I had a whole date of that, and it was just like, nigga, kill me right now.
Damn, the whole date she
The
was going on?
whole date was like that, and that's when I was just like, I don't know.
Why don't y'all like it? Why don't y'all like it?
I like that you watch and like it, but it's like if that's all we're talking about, it comes off as not really genuine. It comes off as like an extended meet and greet.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, when people like come up to you, congratulate you, hey, I like what you're doing, and then they bounce. That's like the best experience.
Yeah.
But when they like just stand there and they're like, yeah, so what's going on? And
Is
they're
it
like,
lingering?
it's just really weird.
Awkward,
so
yeah.
the date felt like that. It just felt like a lingering meet and greet, but it's like, it wasn't weird because it was like, all right, we're going here now.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, damn, all this for the
crazy.
draws?
With
Awkward.
How do you handle fans that like come up and feel entitled to get a picture? Because I prefer when people be like, yo, man, I like your work. Can I get a picture? Like, that's
You
cool.
know, man,
but I've had niggas like, man, let's get this picture real quick.
Oh, that's
it's like, yo, my nigga, I got a burrito in my hand.
I got a story for you. I'm in Houston, bro. I just did the trade weekend. We where this whole show.
Was this week? This year?
Yeah, this year.
It's a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
I was just down there.
So I did the. You was out there for?
I was there the same day that they had trade weekend.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That's dope. We did the comedy show. Just hilarious. Haha Davis, Fat Boy SSE, me, Houston Comics. It was dope, bro. Show's over. There's one dude in the back, right? And he's like standing there. He's like, "Hey, Reedo, yo, come here." And I'm like, "All right, whoever wants to take a picture." So he has his phone out. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm looking at it. I look. He's on Instagram. And it's on Instagram Live. He got maybe like, immediately I look, how many followers he got?
Yeah.
62 people watching. Look at the comments. All his fans are like, yo, roast Haha Davis. Yo, roast Fat Boy. Yo, roast da-da-da. They're telling him to roast people.
Yeah.
So I look at it and I'm like, yo, what you want to do? You want to take a picture or something?
Yeah.
He said, nah, I'm about to flame you, nigga. And he put his phone up like this, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, I'm good. Start walking away. And he get a joke out still. Still say a joke. I turn around, I'm like, yo, bro, what do you do? He's like, I'm a comic. Like, he puts his
Yeah.
I'm a comic. I was like, all right, so I hosted a show. Why don't you come up to me and ask to get on stage? Like, you a comic? Oh, I came late. So let me get this straight. You're a comedian that came late to a comedy show, and you think you're gonna sit here and roast the fucking host?
Nah.
Oh man, that's what I do. Man, what the fuck is wrong with you? You goofy, nigga. I'm looking at Debbie's face. I'm like, yo, you goofy, bro. You're fucking goofy, nigga. Damn, bro. Nah, nigga, you're fucking goofy, dog. Like, there's something wrong with you, nigga. Everybody, calm down. You're like, nah, nigga, this nigga goofy.
That's wild. I hate the whole roasting.
Yeah, but and to me, it's just like you don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that.
I don't know anybody that's been like, man, I approach Reedo, he rude.
Yeah.
I don't, because I like talking to people. So
Yeah.
that part is just like, all right, there's too many weird people in the world. But when I did it, I kind of felt like, because I don't be spazzing on people,
Yeah.
but the way he was acting was like, man, I got him.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
I hate when people like come in the inbox and they be like, oh, you old such and such leprechaun, da 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 da. Love your work. Nigga, just lead with
I
love
see
your
what you're
work.
saying.
Thank you for putting it out. Or saying how like niggas feel like they have to break the tension or break the ice
And
with a
negativity.
roast.
With a road, like we want to do that
My
shit.
nigga, this is my job.
Yeah.
That's it. My nigga, my life is as a regular person. I'm a dad. I got a high schooler, my nigga. I don't do that shit when I'm just out and about.
Right.
You ain't gonna see me at the mall when I'm shopping with my daughter and just be like, yo, what's up, nigga? Let's roast. Nigga, I don't know.
This is my thing. If someone tries to roast me, I immediately go to their page and see if there's anything that is like.
Oh yeah.
Right, like this one dude had a this one dude said something to me, and I went to his page, and he was like a weird looking nigga.
Yeah.
He was buff, his hair is like with a ponytail and all that shit. When I go down to his older pictures, it was a picture of him like laying down like this. You know what I mean? And it said under the picture, it said, "This picture is gonna come back and haunt me one day."
This nigga posted that.
He posted that shit, right? And then he roasted me, right? So after he roasted me, I commented back. I said, "Hey, nigga, you want to see a ghost?" Yes. And put it in my story, and he was done.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So I put in my story what he said.
Oh, okay.
And then I commented back. I said, "Hey, nigga, you want to see a ghost?" And then I put the picture of him in my story.
That's funny. With it,
That's great.
Niggas,
You didn't have to say
with
nothing
the
else.
caption, yeah.
You didn't have to say nothing else.
It's like, yo, bro, don't play with me. That's
Yeah.
way too crazy.
That's
Yeah.
it's almost like I get the thrill of trying to roast somebody that you're seeing roast, and you see all of these videos, so you see us and you feel like you know us.
Yeah.
And we want that. We want the familiarity, so you feel comfortable coming up and speaking and asking for a picture. But like my nigga, the way we roast is because we know each other.
Yeah.
Right.
So when we get personal and we taking digs at each other, we know it ain't personal because this my nigga. This my
Right.
nigga. Like we ain't gonna
like,
I ain't
never
saying no
met
shit
you
to like
before,
really disarm him and make him feel horrible.
Right.
Y'all be coming at us sideways on some
Crazy.
personal shit like, bitch, I don't even know you.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the thing. But people don't understand that roasting is not fun when you don't know nothing about the person.
Right.
Right.
It's
Private
not-
profiles, nigga.
A whole private post saying something crazy. 0 posts.
Right.
You got 0 posts and you talking shit.
That's the
What are you
easiest way to
doing
do
on
it.
here, you serial killer?
That shit is insane.
I hate that shit, man. That shit just bothers me because it's literally throwing a rock and hiding your hand.
Yeah.
When you got a private profile, you want to talk king
You
shit.
know, I know exactly what it's like. It's like you see the video of the nigga on the train, like looking at the train and the dude smacks the shit when he's hanging off the train.
Oh, and he kicks him?
Now the dude's hanging, there's niggas hanging off a train, and
Yeah.
the dude get too close, and he looks, and one of the dudes hanging off the train slap the dog shit out. But then the train just go by, and you don't know who smacked you.
Oh, damn.
And it's like, oh yeah, it feels like a literal drive-by, bro. A comedy
shit is
drive-by.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Nigga,
You can
they-
just say hi. That's all I'm saying. Like you don't have to roast when you want to speak to somebody. You literally can say most times if a person checks that folder and you just like, yo man, I love your work. I appreciate what you add to it. Nigga respond like, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. And that's the connection, right? You don't have to try to force it with a roast or some rude shit just to get a response out of her.
They want a response for this everything. I posted a video yesterday, and I was replying to all the comments, and one dude's like, "Damn, you only replying to the girls. I see you." It's like, okay, like what are you talking about? That's right. I didn't make an account to talk to men. Like,
Yeah.
like what are you talking about?
It
Like,
get weird in the DMs, dude. This one dude hit me up, and I responded, "Hey man, appreciate the support, cool." And he was like, "Man, where you from?" I was like, "St. Louis originally. I'm in LA now, right?" And he said something else, and I didn't respond to it. He sent another question with it, and then 2 more follow. I was like, "Yo, I think this nigga's trying to hit on me. I think he's trying to fuck." And I just like, bro, like. I just left it alone, right? I ain't say nothing for like 3 weeks, and then randomly hit me up like, "What's up, bro? How you doing? You good?"
I don't get that. It's like you will respond to somebody just to be like, cool, like, thanks for
Yeah.
that. And then they'll just hit you up. Hey, what's up? What you doing? What? There's somebody who literally messaged me like at least 20 times in a row. And I'll just look at it just to be like, make sure they ain't not crazy.
Yeah.
I'm outside.
And it sucks. It sucks because I do that too. I look at it just to make sure they're not crazy, but then I look, I'm like, damn, fuck. They know I looked again.
I don't care about that anymore.
I do.
I'll leave a
Because
nigga.
when they see C, they're like, oh, this nigga looking.
That's what you do. It's like, if it's not a lot of messages and they not long, you just scroll from the top and you see the update. Okay,
Well, you can mute people now.
Yeah,
I started doing that.
Oh, word.
man, that is
You
powerful.
can mute them because you don't want to block them because then they go to your page to watch your shit and it's just like, oh, he blocked me. But you can mute them so you don't see their shit at all, which is
The
like,
stories
I
or
started
that
doing
You got,
messages.
is your block list big?
Nah, my block list ain't even that
Not
big.
really.
Yes. 17 flicks, nigga.
17?
17, nigga.
I got maybe 3 people on my block list.
Oh, nah.
Yeah,
nigga,
you gotta do a lot. But for me,
I
it's
gotta-
bad because like niggas will roast me to like audition. It ain't even
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
sometimes
Oh,
it's to
okay.
connect,
Okay.
but sometimes it'll be like, yo, let me get on the show.
Yeah.
So like,
Can we
That
say it
shit is
here?
super annoying.
Because niggas keep hitting me up like, yo, I want to do the next season of Roast Me. Can we say it? Is this the space where we can say it? Roast Me's not coming back.
It's not.
It's not, niggas. It's over. We had a good run. The run is over. Niggas is walking now. Okay? It's no more Roast Me. It's not coming back. Please stop hitting me. And I didn't even have the power to say that. That was the man that had the power, but he don't have the power no more.
Enjoy the new season. It's coming out right now. Which is technically the last season. We might bring it back under a new name, but I don't know. Them niggas is crazy.
What do you mean? Who's crazy?
There's just like cast members that be like on some shit. Like,
I mean, all right, I watch Roast Me. And when I watch it, like I literally just be like, oh, this is a great show. So I don't know the cast member shit. Like it's like you watch Martin, then you hear what's going on, and you're like, man, this show out of control.
Right.
This nigga, Gina ain't even with this nigga no more.
right.
It's like you start thinking like, man, this something going on. Like so to know that part, like, don't tell me.
I don't want to kill a fantasy.
Like, yeah, don't tell me like what you like, man. Niggas is crazy. I don't want that. Don't kill the fantasy of Roast Me.
No. There is no fantasy, but if you just think of it like this, like, okay, we were able, first of all, Roast Me was a show that All Def could not afford. You know what I mean? Like to do right, we couldn't afford it, but I really wanted to do it, so I went a lot of extra miles to make sure. Like the first season was a disaster. That's when I was producing and directing, and like there was just all these moving parts. We just didn't have the money for it. But once it got popping, it's just weird because we can't bulk shoot it because roasting is something that you can run out of steam with real quick. Yeah. So we had to shoot a show that employed 10 to 15 comics every single week with a full crew, director, producer, PAs, all that stuff. So we didn't have the money to do it. So I was running off of vision, and some people got it. But unfortunately, like, when it popped, then people start recognizing these dudes, and then people start like, they start kind of like, their head starts growing. Yeah. Then it becomes like a, ADD ain't paying, blah, 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 blah. They this, they that, they should have done this, that. Like, I literally just watched a YouTube video last night with 3 people that I worked with that I championed for, like, all the time. And that's why I'm done, trying to help a comedian pop, because everybody that I feel like I helped get somewhere, just like it's on some unappreciative shit. You know what I mean? We couldn't afford it. So to look back and be like, these niggas didn't pay, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada, just because of how it ended up is just like that's wild to me. That's super wild to me.
The thing is with ADD and me, I try to go up there and work one time. And it was never a thing to me where it's like, man, they're not paying enough, they're not doing nothing, because I understand the exposure, basically. I still walk around and people be like, hey man, I see you on ADD. It's like, to have that is just like, I did the right job. I did the right job. Right. That's all it takes. To look at ADD like, yo, they weren't paying enough money.
I'm
it's
trying to get rich
like,
there.
Oh, you're bugging.
That's wild. We weren't. People think that we were just like getting paid like crazy, when that's not the case. We were literally picking up other stuff to make more money. So it's like, it was easy to be like, well, you can't say anything, but it was like, it's not like that. You know what I mean? A lot of us are going off of vision. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tahir and Kev worked there all the time, but they were on the road all the time also. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. You couldn't just do one thing. So it's just, people, like you said, people didn't get it. And some people did. You know what I mean? Like, I even had a conversation with Billy Sorrells. He was just like, bro, we not here for the money. Like, the money's barely there. Like, we here because it's fun. It's you know what I mean? Like, some people did get it, but it's just really, it makes you not want to shoot it again when you deal with all of that, and you think it's like a dope project, it's going well, it helps out people, it helps people book shows, and then in retrospect it's blah 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 blah, they didn't do this, because I'm just sick of hearing that shit at this point. That's why I don't really care about talking about it.
You were there you were like one of the originals
from what,
for ADD, right? Yeah, so
but more than that, like, Roast Me was like my baby. Like, that was my first show that they trusted me to. It was a $30,000 production. That was more money than I'd ever worked with. That was the first season. So the fact that it was just wild, because it felt like giving people like a seat, because people hit me up to be on Roast Me.
Man,
the fact that I was able to get a cast that was so good and then be like, I want you to be in every episode. I want you to be in episode. I want you to be in every episode. And then those same people are just like, fuck roast meat. It's
Yeah,
like, nigga,
I couldn't.
what?
I literally couldn't do roast meat.
Yeah.
The way I work.
Yeah.
The way I work,
You just get offended or what?
I don't get offended. I'm the guy will go on one episode, bring me to the hot seat, and y'all go crazy for me.
I mean, it happens to everybody.
It does.
Yeah, but
then,
y'all niggas is
welcome back. The next episode. And begin. I'm talking like like I'd have to. Like I just it is like that episode when I go crazy like that. The third episode, I'm like, oh, these niggas gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm too competitive, man.
Right.
So I like, especially with like roasting. It's like I watch some of y'all roast, nigga. It's like Craig Schmidt. It's like, nigga, if he got 3 for y'all,
yeah.
it's over.
Oh, nigga, that Craig was a different type of monster.
It's
but
different.
Certain people got it worse than others. Like, I felt bad for, like, Billy used to always get it, but he could hold his own.
He could take it.
He could take it.
He
They
could
used to
take
hit
it.
him
And
with
then
the
when
21 joke and
when
dressing.
when Billy got up and was who, it was like,
yeah.
it's literally like, oh
No,
my
that was
God.
those were the,
Yeah.
the highlights.
Yeah, but nigga, one time they did Brody so bad.
Nigga, I just come on, bro. I'm a fan of the show. I'm
Nigga,
talking-
that Christmas was a
get his
Christmas-
back too.
Yeah,
Get his back too. It was like
The acne,
yo,
the acne.
yo.
Oh my God. It went
An
on
acne
for
bomb blew
7
up.
minutes straight. I was on the sideline like, get off this nigga, man.
Yeah, it's that nigga. Yeah,
I wanted to throw 16 white towels on this nigga like, stop!
Stop
Get up
hitting
from him!
yeah, that was.
Stop hitting him.
And you saw his smile, like
Yeah.
Oh man, when they did the slow zoom ins to like Brody or like David Lucas, because David Lucas, he could take it, but his face made it seem like he was upset.
Wait, so was you in the editing room for those?
Of course, yeah.
That's fucking stupid. He was probably look at his face. Look at his face.
you gotta sell it.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Yo,
Like, shit.
it was some tough ones, man. I got hit all the time for my talking because I would fumble and fuck up some words. Man.
But it made a good show. It's like by season 3, season 4, people got their characters.
Yeah.
People got their styles. Like, and I feel like with any kind of show, it takes like 3 seasons for it to really fit in. I think if a show gets canceled after 2 seasons, it's not unfair. I don't even judge it. I don't even, it's like they didn't get a fair shot. You get shows like My Wife and Kids. Junior's not stupid till season 3. They don't got the real Claire till season 2. Like things, or even Martin. You watch Martin? Cole wasn't dumb till season 3, nigga.
He was just off.
He was off. By season 3, he's
He's an
fucking
idiot.
stupid. He's
Yeah.
locked in. Or even because you got to remember, Cole came from Martin, and I mean from a Cosby Show, and he was doing Cockroach, but it was more serious. So when you watch the first season of Martin's the only wild one. Everybody else is great actors. By season 3, 4, everybody acting like this.
They got their
They
their
got their
arts.
swag.
Yeah,
they doing
so-
their thing. You know what I mean? So.
Huh.
Like it when I see shows get to season 3, that's when I'm like, all right, I'm gonna binge watch this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even watch it until.
Nah, I can't.
But it's
man.
crazy because it's also a risk with that. Like I'm watching Designated Survivor right now, good ass show, and I think the first 2 seasons it was on one of the major networks, NBC, one of those, and now Netflix has it. And they did season 3, and somebody was telling me they don't like season 3. They don't like what Netflix did with it.
Really?
Yeah, it's. I mean, but that happens though. It happened with House of Cards. People don't like what was it, like the 4th or 5th season?
Oh, The Wire season 2.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, you ever seen
What?
The Wire?
Wait, that's when it
Like
went.
the
That's when it
docs?
went from like the projects to
To the
like.
docs.
I didn't
The
know what was
docs.
happening.
Yo, everybody was confused, yo.
Yeah.
The doc season was. I mean, I get what they was doing, trying to connect the drugs
Wait,
coming
I
in and all that.
didn't even. I skipped that. Did they relate it to?
No,
the,
no,
multiple?
the season 3, all gone. They was just like they didn't have like anything from season 2 is not.
present.
I don't think it mattered.
Yeah.
I don't think it really
Was it
mattered.
even the same characters?
Yeah, it was the same exact characters,
Yeah.
but it was like in season 1 was the projects, they was doing the drugs and all that. Season 2, they started really showing how the top guys from the projects connect with the guys that do the docs, and there's other leaders and stuff.
Oh,
so by
so
season
this is
3,
where the drugs are coming in?
Yeah. So by season 3, they just took all the doc stuff out and left in all the other bosses and all that. So they would go and have meetings, but they would never go to like the docs and do all that boring shit.
And none of those characters were even still present?
Not those doc people. Now maybe like
Damn.
one of them, he'll come to them and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was season 2 was so much of that. It was like
So it's low key skippable.
Very.
Oh, I'm serious. I was just so surprised.
Oh, you
I
want
was
season
like,
2?
No, I was literally like, I watched the first season and I was like, yo, this is dope.
Season
And then
3 and 4
2
are
was like, I was
Yeah.
I was so taken back. I stopped.
it's 100%. The Wire season 2 is fucking bad, bro. It's
Okay,
the
cool.
worst.
I'll skip it. I'm
But
excited now.
Season 3 is amazing. Season 4 is unreal.
Because I was like,
And
I don't
season
get what
5
everybody's talking
What
about.
episode? I mean, what season is Motherfucker on? Motherfucker. Was that 3?
Was that 3? Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
season 4. I
Well,
think.
wait, was that one scene where they said motherfucker like 76 times or some shit?
No, I think that's season 4.
Season 4. Okay,
That's the same thing.
I love that scene.
That's that's when he was doing the politics and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Yep.
You stop.
No. Just chill. Oh, we stop.
Okay. That motherfucker going.
It is going.
All right.
Yeah.
Shit, should we jump into the topics?
Everything.
All right,
This
cool.
shit, it's been what, 45?
Damn near an hour.
Let's do it.
Real quick though, since you guys are comics,
Yeah.
what did you guys think of Dave Chappelle's last special?
You wanna go for it? I'll go for it.
I thought it was this one comic I was talking to. He said it was Great Point City, and he was basically saying it's like he made a lot of great points. I was like, oh, that is funny.
Yeah.
But I didn't laugh a lot.
Okay.
I didn't laugh a lot. I thought there were 2 times I like literally laughed audibly, like super loud, like ah, that's crazy. But it wasn't a whole lot of like thigh slappers the entire time. It was just like it was entertaining. But I didn't connect with it like I have on some of the other ones in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched that shit and I was just like, yo, this nigga a genius, bro. And not the reason why I know that shit was great. Went to the comedy club already and niggas already slapping their knee with that mic, nigga.
Oh yeah, but I mean, niggas been doing that though.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody is doing it now.
Oh well, I mean, yeah.
And Dave is that influential. Like he's got that much of an influence on people. So when I see him go on stage, and I know this is literally like a year old. This material is a year old, and that shit was polished, nigga.
What, his recent special was a year
recent
old?
special, because he just did the other one about a year ago.
Right.
So this one is about a year's worth of material. He wasn't going up too many crazy places.
Well, no, it's not. It can't be a year old. He did that this year because the Michael Jackson stuff, the HBO stuff, didn't come out to this year.
Which one was that?
No.
I mean, yeah, it's about a year. It's about give or take like a year.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
because some of it was too. The Michael Jackson stuff happened what?
So you're saying
May?
some of it was less than a year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
That's what he
Some
meant,
of it's
yeah.
less than a year.
Yeah.
Even there's nothing in that's over a year old worth of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All of
And-
it's super relevant because
and polished. I found as a comic, like when I watched it 3 times. Watched it as a fan first, and I'm like, this is funny. And I watched it as a comic, and I'm like, there's no holes in this shit.
It's crazy. It seems
No
like he's
holes
not
in shit.
going for knee slapper sets anymore.
Nah, I like Dave, but if we being completely transparent, and I know sometimes niggas flip out, like he was never one of my favorites.
Who's
Never?
your favorite?
One of my favorites, I like people who are a lot more animated and just like, you know, just bigger with it, and you never see it coming. Like Mike Epps, like he's one of my favorites, like to date. But like anytime you say, "Oh yeah, he's not my favorite," people, "Oh my God,
Dave
I can't believe you know why he's a comical genius." I've never taken that away from
You
him.
know what it gotta? It's like this: when you're a comedian, so when you're a comedian, it's a different path because we watch everybody. We see people in clubs. There's a comic from Jersey, you know, Jay from Jersey, who be singing.
No, I don't know him.
Yo, he sings his whole set. And like he'll still freestyle and go off the top, but he'll sing stuff. Every time I see him perform, I don't care who's after him, bro. They're not gonna get a laugh out of me. Jay took I'm talking about, I laughed from my toenails all the way up.
How you laugh from your toenail?
Bro, it's like, we was in I forget where we was at. we was talking Isaiah Kelly. And we was telling, no, it wasn't Isaiah Kelly. No, it was me, Isaiah Kelly, and Mike Duvay.
Okay, yeah.
And Mike, we was like, yo, Mike, this is dude from Jersey, named Jersey J. He funny. Nobody can follow him. Mike like, I'll follow him. Nigga, Leonard Deuce was like, no, you won't. It's nothing wrong with none of us.
Right.
But if there was a comedy competition,
yeah,
and only comics was in the crowd, he'd win.
Yeah.
He'd win because it's just like, oh, you're doing something nobody can do.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's why I like it. I'm like, oh, no, all of us look at it and be like, we can't do this.
Yeah.
Mike Epps, the way Mike Epps moves, it's like, oh, I can't do that shit.
Nah, he couldn't. Mike couldn't do what Dave could do.
Oh, no,
it's Dave couldn't do what Mike could
at
do.
all. Dave can't move like Mike.
Yeah.
Mike be moving. When Mike be like, you ever see the dick walk like this? It is
that
just
like that. It's
what?
like, bro, because for me, I like when comedy hits you unexpectedly. And as a comic, I'm watching it like to try to see where they're gonna land with the punchline. Like and until today's defense, I was never able to catch any of his punches. Like I didn't know where he was gonna go with any of the.
You don't even know when a new joke is starting sometimes.
Yeah, like he would just roll into it. But with Mike, it doesn't even feel like a set. It feels like one of your uncles sitting up there telling you about some shit that happened a couple weeks ago, or while he was in jail or some shit like that. But before he was doing whatever he's doing, and I like that. I like when it's very conversational. You just sitting up there just telling motherfuckers like a crazy story.
A lot of times I find myself having to turn off, I don't know what it is, but the comedy lever in my brain when I watch comics. Like and I can't do it for everybody. Corey Holcomb, it's off.
Oh, man.
It's like when I watch Corey Holcomb, I'm literally like, I don't care about nothing else.
Yeah.
I know what he's gonna do and I'm just gonna watch it and I laugh out loud. I laugh out loud at his sets. Because it's just like, oh, how do you think like this?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anybody's ever gonna be able to think like Corey Holcomb.
All right, so top 3 comics in no
top
order.
3?
In no order.
Like now, the greats excluded.
Just your favorites.
Okay.
You don't have to do the whole like he paved the way type of thing.
Lil Rel, Dave, and Kevin right now.
In that order?
No, in not any order. I would say that, and then the reason why Dave Chappelle's special just came out, he set the bar. I've seen Lil Rel do stuff that I've never seen any comic do ever. We did a show. I featured. We was in Nashville. What's the spot in Nashville?
Is it Zanies?
Zanies. Yep. We're at Zanies. Rel doesn't. They're like, yo, Reedo, Rel's gonna be a little late. We'll flag you when you get here. So I was like, all right, we got to do a little more time. So I guess his Uber or whatever something was going on. So I get off stage. They flag me. Rel's there. Boom. I go in the back. I'm like, yo, what's good? What happened? It's like, yo, man, I'm a fucking Uber driver, man. This dude just driving around, not knowing what the fuck he doing and shit like that, man. Shit crazy. Give it up for Lil Rel. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, man, my fucking Uber driver 10 minutes, nigga.
Just on the Uber driver, yeah.
Yeah, I brought him here, this nigga, for 10 minutes.
For a brand new joke.
Just happened.
God damn it.
It just literally just happened. So I see that and it's like, I'll never do that.
Yeah.
I'll never, for a paid show with my name on it, I'm not going to talk about what happened 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Never. So that, and then Kevin, it's like, man, show me somebody out who outworked Kevin.
That part.
Show me somebody who outworked Kevin. It's impossible. Like,
you can't show me another comic that has been successful in that many lanes. Movies, books, comedy.
You got books?
Touring. Yeah, he got 2 books out.
2 books.
2 New York Times bestsellers.
About what?
One about life and the other about like just overcoming obstacles and.
I don't read. You see my face when he said it? I don't read. He's like, about what? I'm like,
I got a book on tape. I can't. I
don't be reading, man. I can't
books
do
on
it.
tape is what I do, and then partnership and sponsorship. Like no other comic has or probably ever will have a tennis shoe. This nigga had a running shoe with Nike.
It's like to stand up and do comedy in. Is that
Yeah.
was that his like?
No.
It was like a running shoe.
Yeah,
like
when he was getting the whole fitness thing going. Yo, because he talks about it in one of the books. How he was like, I can't tell you what company, but I'm works with a company about fitness because fitness is life and health is wealth, and you got to take care of yourself. And I knew it was gonna be Nike, and then it comes out like Nike. We had a running shoe. They were doing promotions. He was doing marathons. Like no other comic has been as involved in that many arenas as Kevin.
Yeah, when I see
then put people on because you know
a lot of people
get on and still look at comedy as a solo effort. and they will never share that platform. They'll give you a piece, but they'll never share the platform where you can become an equal. Kevin puts his whole team on. Joey Wells executively produced 3 seasons of Heart of the City. Kevin just showed up on set. Joey, where you want me at? That, like, to have that type of trust in your team is unheard of.
It's crazy. Yeah, I've seen him. The last special he did, when I first seen the stage and I seen it was like squared.
Yeah.
I instantly was like, let me see what he does.
Yeah.
Because I did the Chris Brown tour and the stage was squared, and I went out there and I'm like, God,
There's people behind me.
That's
I'm
weird.
Like, what?
People
Like,
behind you?
they were like, they was just like this. They were like, all right, Reedo, you got the tour. Boom, here's the stage. You got 25 minutes. And I'm like, wow. Like,
Chris Brown?
Yeah, for the Chris Brown tour.
So I would have never
He
did
did comedy?
that because
No, he did. No, it was he did the Chris Brown tour. I just opened up the show.
I would
then it
never.
was
I would be
Chris
so
Brown?
terrified.
So random.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, that shit was
To do
crazy.
that.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Because people are there to see music, and when people have music in their mind and they send a comic out, I would think that they wouldn't be able to switch gears that fast. But you have a name, so people are, they know you. But man, like even that would just be, I would be terrified of that.
It was tough, but make some noise if you love Chris Brown.
Single lady.
Hey, what's your favorite Chris Brown song?
We got the birthdays in the house. You have to pull out the old trustees.
Did you do that when you started?
What? Nigga? So it like my set was. I'll tell you how my set went, and this is how I drew it up. I went up on stage and I just seen it. I'm like, yo, this doesn't make no fucking sense.
Nah.
This doesn't make no sense. Like, so I'm like, all right, so how do we do it? I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna just have to individually go to every side.
Yeah.
So I started at the show. There was the DJ. Let's say there's a square. There's just a square. The DJ's on this side, so I start on this side. I'd be like, hey, what up, crowd? How y'all doing over here? Y'all feel good? Couple. I'm talking. This happens in every scene.
Yes.
Couple.
Yes.
Oh, y'all ain't ready for Chris Brown. Let me see what this side doing. Whoa.
Yeah.
Come to this side. How y'all doing over here? Boom. Whoa. I like y'all. This is my side. Go over there. Boom. DJ's like, oh, this is my side. Oh, you think your side better than mine? Let's turn up. Let's go. What's y'all favorite Chris Brown song over here? Sing something. They still dead. Y'all ain't got it, man. Stop. Fuck y'all. I'll come back to y'all.
Right.
Go to this side. What's y'all favorite Chris Brown song? Get them to sing it. This side to sing it. That side to sing it. Oh, my side more turned up. Nah. Then we start going by. By the time we get to this side for the third time, they're going crazy.
Right.
25 minutes. I'm out of there, nigga.
Wait, that's it? That was
No, I do it like 4 times.
Okay.
But in between, I'm doing jokes. There's
Okay.
times like I'd go up and I'd do a song. I'd be like, hold on, DJ Cut. Hey, that white dude right there. You know this whole song? Come up here.
Yeah.
Doing, like, so
Oh, so you didn't do
that's
material.
entertaining.
You were
Nah,
just
hell
warming
no.
up. Oh,
Hell no. Like, I
That's
would
what I'm
roast.
saying, yeah.
I would roast and have fun, but I'm not up there like, hey, man, what you think
can't.
about the parking? Nigga, what?
You
They'll
cannot
boo me
do
out
it.
the building.
Yeah,
They'll boo me out the
absolutely.
building.
Really?
You got to know
Yeah.
your audience, bro. You got to know your audience. If you're a comic and you're going to any other event outside of a comedy show, you still have to make it about that event. If you try to make it about you, and unless you're Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, nigga, they don't give a fuck.
At all.
They
pay
don't care. They're not
so
here to
much
see
money
you,
to
nigga.
see that nigga.
It's like you go to a steakhouse, nigga. You don't give a fuck about the broccoli and asparagus that come on the side of the plate, nigga. This garnish. I mean, it's cool that it's here. It looks nice, but I don't give a fuck. I'm here for this T-bone.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to remember, nigga. They here for Chris.
Chris
so
Brown, the T-bone in that
Yes,
story?
he would be the
100%.
steak in that story. That's why you're weird, my nigga. I'm trying to break it. You know what? Fuck you, Pat. Do your hair.
No, keep going, man.
Nah. Fuck that. Do your hair, nigga.
No, that was good. That was good insight.
But you gotta remember your audience, man. And that's a lot of comics fuck that up.
Yeah.
And a less seasoned comic would have fucked that up, that opportunity and that tour because they didn't know their audience.
Oh yeah, my preparation for shit like that is insane, bro.
Yeah.
Because I don't like as much as we do like think shit out when we practice. I picture myself falling on my face all the time.
Really?
I picture everything going wrong. You know what I mean? So it's just like when it gets to it, it's perfection. You know what I mean? Like I'm really big on perfection, bro, because it's even there'd be times where I get comments. I'm like, Man, your do-rag string fell out in the video. I'm like, shit.
Something that small bothers you?
It don't bother me is the fact that people point it out.
Yeah.
Oh, people will point out
everything.
So it's just like, I like to be a perfectionist, dog. I wanted to be one, like, with everything. Like, I like to play chess and shit like that. Like, so I got strategies for anything. So to really see that stage, it was like, oh, this is tough. Let me work on it. And it became fun. But then I seen Kevin do it.
Yeah.
And instantly when Kevin goes to do it, I'm like, ooh, let me see what he does.
Right.
And I'm watching him tell a joke and then mid-joke transition to the next part. And I'm like, oh, this is dope.
Yeah.
It's instantly, until I see another comic do a 4-corner fucking set, get out my face.
About Dan Cook.
I don't watch him, man.
Dan Cook is one of my favorites growing up. When I was growing up and still in St. Louis,
because
he was amazing. Like
Yeah.
he had this joke about parking lots, the parking lots, and parking garages, and the noise that they made. Like, it's like I'm going 3 miles an hour.
He was a
How
little
is it
goofy.
doing
He
this?
was like,
So
Yeah, he was
he's
goofy.
from Boston, right?
Is he? I don't know where he's from. I don't be knowing what county he's from.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know where he's from.
He did that joke, and then like anytime you had to your window and you hear skirt, you be like,
Cambridge.
Where's the rest?
He's from Cambridge, right? Yeah, and I knew he's from Boston. I'm from Cambridge too. So I have
Boston?
this thing, Cambridge, Mass. I got this thing with, and you're gonna think this is crazy. I got this thing with Massachusetts comedians. I can't watch them.
Really?
Can't, nigga. You know how long it took me to watch Patrice O'Neal?
Really?
Yes, bro. And I was disappointed. I still don't watch Bill Burr.
what?
I can't. They're from
Bill
my
Burr
city,
is
and it's
literally one of my favorites.
Yo, it's
Patrice
a thing.
one of mine.
It's one of them things where it's not that I don't like it. I know it's good just by the way people talk. So I don't want it to be from the city. I don't want to watch it and be like, oh shit, yeah. I like my originality and all that. Because when I watched Patrice O'Neal, I related to all the shit because I'm from there, and I'm just like, oh, I think like this nigga.
Yeah.
Let me try, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean.
You don't
I
wanna be
don't want
influenced
to.
in the wrong way by it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen one of Bill Burr's specials, and I'm like, nigga, this shit is perfect. I get it. I see how he looks and shit. I see, and I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
okay.
Like Boston comedians influence the fuck out of me. Like out of everybody. Jonathan Gates, nigga. I don't care how much he don't go around. When I sit with Jonathan and I watch him do his shit, I'm like, this is brilliant. Brilliant. Like when Rel be in Chicago, he be like, ain't nobody funnier than Chicago niggas. Because that's what you grow up around.
Yeah.
That kind of shit. So they relate to me so well. It's just like, I can't sit and watch it. Because I'd be like, nigga, you hear this motherfucker, man? Do you hear this motherfucker, man? You don't hear this shit? I'll be there doing that shit the whole time, dog.
You won't be alone. This is another nigga that doing that exact same thing.
Everything Patrice O'Neal says, dog, I'd be like, do y'all hear this shit?
This nigga was amazing.
It's
dog.
unfair.
Patrice is one of my favorite. If you have not seen, what was it, Elephant in the Room?
Yeah, of course.
Listen,
I watch all his stuff now.
You know what's
Don't
crazy?
see that.
As soon as that ends, and you remember that he's not with us anymore,
Yeah.
it's really sad. Because you're
Yeah.
like, I remember.
You want another one.
As soon as it ended, I was like, yo, there needs to be another special. Like, how can we hologram? Like, how can we do this?
Bro, it's so good.
You want to hear some dope? I was in New York one day, and I know Vaughn, his ex, and we were
She be in the
doing
village.
comedy.
Yeah,
She
doing
does
comedy,
comedy
yeah.
and stuff. You know what I mean? So I seen her at a comedy club, and we were talking. You know what I mean? We brought up Patrice, and then she's just like, yeah, you know. I'm like, you know a lot.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, you know, but I don't like talking about it. I was like, can we please sit down and just talk?
Yeah.
We sat down for 2 hours, dog. And she told me everything I needed to know.
Wow.
Everything. You know what I mean? Just
What about stylistically? Or what?
styles, the way he looks and stuff, the way he does stuff, and it's just like, damn, dog. It made me respect his grind so much.
Yeah.
That it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
As much as you see the work, the stuff he put in to make that perfect, I've never done. I've never done.
Kevin talks about Patrice too in his book and how he influenced him because what's his name started taking him on the road? Was it Toure?
Toure? Kevin?
Yeah, yeah. Toure. I don't know if it's Toure or somebody else, but
It might be Toure, because
Yeah.
Toure from Philly.
yeah, he was telling me about. I'm not telling me about it, but he talks about it in the book and how he met with Patrice and all these guys was just sitting around. It wasn't Toure. I think it was somebody else, but it was so dope, like just to hear the stories from somebody that not only respected him but actually knew him. It was just like, man, dog, I wish we could have got one more special. I wish we could have been around.
When I heard the stories, I was like, I can't believe it. That's
Damn,
how, like,
that's wild as hell.
Yeah.
Tahir, did you give your top 3?
I didn't.
Did you?
No.
It would be. I'm still gonna go with Mike.
Epps?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still gotta go with Mike Epps. And Tony Baker.
Yeah.
Nice.
That last spot would be difficult. And
It flies. Depending on who's
changes.
doing what.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, because I've been with Tony and Kev so much these past 2 years, I would say Kev, because not only is the influence there from being around him, but like literally we could literally watch each other set and still laugh like those jokes are new. Me, Kev, and Tony. Like Kev puts so much into it, and he's so animated, and you know, you can tell when a comic is writing from a place of honesty, and you can tell when they're writing to make a joke. And all of Kevin's jokes were based and rooted in honesty because they were things that happened, and I can appreciate that because it's real. And when, as a comic, you want to give people something real that they can connect with. And there wasn't a time, not one time in 82 shows where he did not get a standing ovation.
That's crazy. We're talking about Kev on stage, by the way.
Not one. Yeah, right. Kevin on stage, not Kevin Hart. Not one time, bro. In 82 shows.
That's crazy.
Even overseas. In Edmonton, Edmonton was one of our worst shows. Just the energy of the crowd was just blah. Even them, they stood up. London stood up. Toronto stood up.
Where the hell's Edmonton?
It's like an hour and a half train ride away from London.
How'd you guys even know you had fans there?
Bro, analytics, bro.
Where the hell is Edmonton?
Analytics, bro. But yeah, man, like it was phenomenal, man. So I would just put Kevin on stage in that spot right now, just because of like Kevin Hart, like the work value, like you'd be hard pressed to find another person on his level that will outwork Kev.
Right.
Like he has his own studio. He's doing the podcast. He did the tour. He has Raji Ratchet's Adventures. They're doing the podcast tour. He's selling merch. He's a father and a husband. He just
need to be named Kevin, bro. Honestly.
I think honestly,
Kevin. You just need the name Kevin.
My next son will be Kevin. Please believe.
Kevin Moore.
Because they're gonna be Kevin on stage, Hart Moore.
That's awful.
I want to say my 3 comedians are gonna be Dave, Bill Burr, and I'm still giving it to Louis C.K. Like, I know that his name was kind of muddied in the last year or so, but the way Louis C.K. did his specials, like, he always did these dark ass jokes that you thought about in everyday life.
like a true pervert, man.
Did that scandal in the comedy world just like Louis C.K. is a bust for you guys now? Or you guys still respect his?
I hear so many scandals, man. I just be like, man, whatever. It's like it's not that it changed the way I looked at Louis C.K. It's just like, all right, man, you're disgusted, bro.
Right.
It's just like you're disgusted. You tell jokes and you're disgusted. You know what I mean? I don't know. It wasn't one of them things where I'm just like, oh man, forget your material. It's just like, all right, this funny guy is disgusting.
I think you have to be able to separate the artistry from the person too. Like
with everything or with just this situation?
With certain situations. I think you use
not R. Kelly.
Well, I was just gonna say you use caution because there are certain situations like R. Kelly who is habitual with it and potentially still doing it.
Yeah.
So, but someone like a Bill Cosby, like to try to erase that legacy outside of his comedy, like the shows, like the Cosby Show, and then the spinoff of not Living Single, but a Different World. Different World was so influential that when it came out, black enrollment in colleges rose 89%.
Crazy, right?
People wanted to be in college. People were excited about going. Like that's an influence. That's a legacy. That's something you want to attach to your name. So I'm not going to erase all of that because to be honest with you, Bill Cosby, to me, hands down, best storyteller ever did it. Eddie Murphy is great, but no one did it like Bill. I listen to Bill on records. I don't ever listen to him on my iPad or iTunes. Only on the records. Bill Cosby, why is that air? Oh, nothing better. Bill Cosby himself. Bill Cosby was the first person I listened to on a record player, rocking back and forth, visualizing everything he said. He had a joke about Noah building an ark and the ark being over in the neighbor's yard. He was like, hey, what are you doing? He was like, I'm building an ark.
Dog.
And he said, oh yeah? For what? He's like, can you swim? Listen, man, I gotta go to work. You gotta get this thing out of my driveway. Like, so simple, no big words, just a great vivid painting with words.
This was when it was just on wax, right?
This
there
is
was
just
no
on
visual.
this is just records. Just record play. You either saw it live or you bought the record. That's it. And he was
crazy.
still the biggest name in comedy. Just amazing, bro.
I thought his show was amazing.
Yeah, the Cosby
I
Show
didn't watch too much of his comedy because at that time I didn't get into comedy until I was like 28. You know what I mean, I've only been doing it for like 6 years now. So for like Bill Cosby, like the older like comics, Richard Pryor, I couldn't watch it. Like
Really?
it just was
Dated?
it was dated because I think I sat down and tried to watch a little bit, and then I went to New York the next week, and I was just like, oh, they're doing tricks. You know what I mean? Like if you tell your son right now, like, yo, you want to play basketball? All right, cool. Watch Michael Jordan, and he's gonna be like, wow, he's amazing. Then he's gonna pull up to the park and get crossed.
Right. Because that was not the first nigga to watch.
These young niggas is wildin'.
Yo.
They're wildin',
Right.
bro.
But to that same defense, you should still watch Michael because of the technique. You still got to get the basics down. So
I don't think so,
you know,
bro.
but hear me out.
Niggas
Hear me
is
out.
flying now.
I hear you, but why were the Spurs such a hard team for so many other teams? Because they had
Because they had fundamentals.
They had the fundamentals down.
Yeah.
You can get all the tricks and all the misdirection, but if you don't have timing, wordplay, and just presence, none of that shit gonna matter. It don't matter what you're talking about.
On stage, you're right.
It don't matter. But if you don't have those fundamentals, it don't matter, bro.
Yeah.
We've seen it. We've seen it with some social stars who tried to do comedy who didn't have the fundamentals, and seen other people like you do it.
On their face, yeah.
I've been on shows when niggas were bombing and the promoters like, yo, can you go back out and do something? Nah, nigga.
But-
let the nigga earn that check.
So I look at it like this, and this is what really like made it different for me. I'm watching like, you know, I watch Pryor go up there, and I'll see him doing his thing, and I'm just like, all right, this is his best of this set. It's polished. Then I'll go to New York or Atlanta. I remember the first time I went to Atlanta, K-Dub, Carlos Miller, Daryl Dan, nigga, hosted by Shorty, Mario Torre, all on one show. And I'm doing 5 minutes after all this shit.
After them?
Nigga.
Why?
I bet
Nigga,
that
I'm a
nigga
social
first.
media nigga. It's a Sunday. They all want to get in there. It's that Sunday show. They all
Uptown?
want to get in there. Yup.
Before the new location?
Yeah, the
Woo!
old one. So everybody want to go in there, get in, and get out.
Yes.
And I'm like, yo, Shorty, can I
Why?
get 5 minutes? I don't know. I'll see.
I'll tell you why.
Because everybody, and then I'm telling Shorty, yo, can I get 5 minutes? I don't know. I'll see, man. It's a busy show. I'm like, nigga, I flew from Boston to come out here. Can I? I'll see. Somebody didn't come. He's
So
like,
wait, you'd fly there without a spot
nigga,
yet?
I was on one. I had a buddy pass.
Buddy pass, you just
Nigga,
got-
I
it's
left. I heard about the Sunday show with Shorty, and he said it's an open mic, right? So I flew from Boston to Atlanta, did the show, went to the airport, fell asleep, took a 6 a.m. flight back to Boston, and went to work in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah, like I was on it, but when I was there and I'm watching them, it's like, oh shit. It's like, oh shit.
Sunday
They're
nights-
all talking about different shit. It's all funny, nigga.
They're all doing 5 minutes?
No, they was all doing like 10, 15 minutes, but I only had 5. And it's just like, I gotta follow this shit.
Yeah.
So-
Sunday nights at Uptown is hard because that's when all the dope boys went and all the strippers had the night off. So this just motherfuckers in there rolling blunts. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't funny, niggas will boo you. They will shake keys
All
at
that
you.
shit.
Nigga, they will cut your mic.
Damn.
Uptown and Sundays, you had to bring it.
I had to bring it, bro.
Damn. So how'd
And
you
then-
do?
Sunday.
Oh, I did good. I got my 5 minutes at that point was kind of unfair because like when being in Boston, you don't like I'm up there and like really getting to practice at the top level of Jonathan Gates room every Wednesday, and then I go down to New York and I like hang with comics and shit, and just I hung with talent and just seen the way this nigga moved on stage,
he's a
the
beast.
way he moves on stage with the mic. Like I used to hold the mic like a rapper, you know what I mean? I used to be up there like this, then I'm just watching people. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, you can do more with it like this.
Yeah.
Oh, let me move the stage. Let me move. And the fact that I went to Atlanta with that, it was too much firepower for a new nigga. When they're just like, all right, this is a new nigga, bring him to the stage. He do social media. Give it up for Reedo Brown.
Oh, so they shit on you from the
Oh
start.
yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's like, you nigga from social media, get for Reedo Brown. I'm like, this is easy. It's literally easy.
Because they stopped. They set you right here.
Yes, it's solo.
So all you gotta do is just do good. If you do great, then get blown
Easy,
out the water.
nigga. If they say some shit, y'all gonna love this new nigga. You big on social, it's like,
Then everybody gonna be
God.
like this.
He gonna kill it tonight.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, fuck that. So, but yeah.
That's crazy.
That was good.
I like talking about this kind of stuff. Insight into other art forms. That shit is dope.